What's up, YouTube cyclists? This is Scotty with Trek Bikes Victoria and another bike check. Today we are checking out the Trek Checkpoint SL7. This is a model that is currently in the lineup for 2026. Checkpoint's been in the series for a long time. It is Trek's gravel bike, their flagship gravel bike. This is kind of the top end model of the Checkpoint series, the SL7. Checkpoint is just kind of your jack of all trades gravel bike. I mean, this is a very premium bike. It's maybe not quite the race bike. They've got, you know, an even faster model, but for the average gravel rider that's going to get out there and explore, maybe use this as a bit of a commuter or just kind of a jack of all bikes, the Checkpoint series is the way to go. So SL7 is using Trek's OCLV 500 carbon fiber. Nice weight. It's not the lightest bike in the world, but it's certainly not heavy. This bike weighing in at about 20 pounds, just over 20 pounds in a size medium. This is a small, and it was about 20 pounds before we put pedals in a cage on it. Lots of features on this bike, which makes it very versatile. One of the features is the ISO speed. We've talked about this before. ISO speed is a decoupler that allows the seat tube to be independent of the top tube here, and it pivots on a bearing and axle system. So when you're seated and your weight is on the bike, the seat tube flexes and allows the seat to move back ever so slightly. It's subtle, but it really does smooth out the ride. It makes it almost feel like you have a flat rear tire. I've used it on the Checkpoint series as well as the Boone cyclocross series, and it really does a great job when you're riding through bumpy terrain, allowing you to stay seated and just makes it more comfortable. We've got like the trestles and stuff that we're riding over close to our shop here, and they're really bumpy, those old wooden slats, and this just feels so smooth with that ISO speed. So great feature for comfort on there. The other comfort feature is just the positioning of this bike. They call it endurance gravel positioning. It's a bit taller head tube, it's a bit slacker fork, and a little bit more stack underneath the stem, so allowing the rider a little bit more upright handlebar position so you can kind of see what's going on. You're not in that really low racy position. Most of our consumers prefer that kind of more upright position, which is great. Along with the comfort features, we've got a lot of kind of add-on features on this frame. So there's mounting points for a top tube bag. There's mounting points for a triangle bag or a top tube bag that goes underneath the top tube. We have threaded inserts in here, here, and here. This is a small, and we've got room for 2 water bottle cages. We have mounting points for a rear rack on the back if you wanted to commuterize this a bit more. Also mounting points for fenders. We live in the Pacific Northwest and it's wet, and fenders will bolt on this bike very easily, which is also nice. Pretty standard kind of frame features in terms of the rear wheel and front wheel. We've got the 100 by 12 mil front and a 142 by 12 rear, which is good. Nothing new and out of the ordinary there. Flat mount disc mounts, and some mounting points on the front fork to add like a carry-all rack or even extra water bottle cages if you really wanted to add it. Cable routing throughout the frame, so nice and clean. You've got all your cables inside, easy to clean the bike when you've gone and got it all muddy and dirty. Got guards on the end of the crank arms here, which is also kind of a nice little touch that SRAM's putting on. So the SL7 model comes with pretty premium parts package. This SRAM Force E1 Axis is kind of the gravel group from SRAM these days. It runs a 1x40 tooth chainring on the front with a 1046-13 speed on the rear. So big wide range of gears, electronic wireless shifting, so very accurate and crisp shifting, super smooth. Really nice quality brakes on this bike as well. We're definitely Shimano fans here at the bike shop, but honestly, this is really nice stuff. The ergonomics of the SRAM hoods now are just beautiful. They feel so good out of the box. SRAM's really done a great job on this group. This is a size small. It's running a 165 crank arm, which is nice and short. A lot of people like short cranks these days. I believe when you go to a medium, you're getting a 170, and as you go up in sizes, the cranks get a little bit longer. The wheel set on this bike are super nice. I've been running this wheel for quite a long time. This is the Aeolus Elite 35V. So 35 refers to the rim depth, 35 millimeter depth of the rim, which has got some aerodynamics and making it nice and stiff. And the V refers to the width, being a wider width than a standard Aeolus wheel to accommodate wider gravel tires. Comes spec'd with a 700 by 42C tire, which is a great all-around size. I think for most people that's pretty appropriate with this Dorona. But you know, if you want to get off into the bumpier terrain, a little more mountain gravel style, maybe go to kind of a size 50, which can fit in here no problem, and something with a little bit more tread. They are tubeless ready, or they're tubeless set up out of the box with valves and sealant and everything. We'd really love to know what you think of this bike. So, you know, commenting and liking our video. If you like this video, please help us out. It really helps the channel. And you know how YouTube works. The more you do that, the more you get to see us and the more fun we all have. So like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, tell us what you think about this beautiful Checkpoint SL7. You got to see this paint job in person. If you're in Victoria and you want to come and check this bike out, we've got like this deep smoke red underneath here with a speckled paint job. Beautiful red up top. It's just candy. Just looks like a sports car for sure. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. Hope you found it informative. We'll see you next time.